live showdown at this point in the season. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gun. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Aller. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. It's a running room. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
To the air, it's Aller. Makes the catch, it's Singleton. It's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
On the run, it's Ball. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the 1st quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab, past the marker. Flying down the left side. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to throw for it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allard. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Working downfield on first down. Buying some time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but you got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Ross. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
To the air on second down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes, and you just saw it right there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him down, clock's running, and they're not going to get another play off as time expires here in the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes a grab for a big play. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the catch down the right side. Guided out of bounds It's at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Down he goes. And the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Thurman. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
3:25.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Wide open spaces. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Dropping back, it's Aller. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the heat. He's taking the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Pulled down for the tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's going to be cut down behind the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted to stop the threat. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.